Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am just playing with a whole load of new makeup that I've got. I've been doing these videos quite a lot recently, but I just have so many products and I just thought it'd be fun to test all of this on camera to see what's good, what's not. I am having a very good makeup day right now, so let me not gatekeep this any longer and let's get into it. Okay, so for foundation, I'm going into this Revlon Full Coverage Color Stay Foundation. It's in the shade 310 and it's a matte foundation, which is odd because I'm not a matte kind of girl. It's got SPF 10 in here, so it does a little something, but not too much of something. Still wear your SPF with this. It apparently lasts for 24 hours. I don't think I've ever worn my makeup for 24 hours, but you have the option. I think this is a little too neutral or pinky. So I've got these collection drops. These are warmth drops. So I feel like it's just going to warm this foundation up a little bit. No new primer on the menu, so I've just used a Barry M Pore Filling Primer. It's definitely a little bit too pinky and neutral, so I'm going to add a bit of warmth in it. Still looking quite pink, so I'm going to add a few more warmth drops. That looks a little bit better. So I even have a new sponge. This is a sponge by Shein. It's squishy. It's not as squishy as the e.l.f. Camo sponge that I used recently, but it feels nice. Let's see what it's about. This was really cheap. I think it came in like a set with brushes and stuff, and it was all like £1 or £2, so really not breaking the bank kind of stuff. It's not my favorite color match. Okay, it's definitely added a really nice layer of coverage. It is full coverage. It looks quite like natural on the skin. It's not cakey or anything. It's not completely matte for me. I feel like there's a little bit of luminosity here. I think I do need to add a little bit more. The color is just really not my favorite. It's just a bit too like pinky. Formulation wise, it's actually quite nice. Also, love this sponge. I think it's a great sponge. It was really cheap and it just does a nice good job. It's not soaked up too much product. I actually really recommend it. As 2 layers of the foundation on my face, I actually really like the level of coverage. Like, this is full coverage, but it's not thick. Like, the consistency of the foundation when it comes out, it is quite thick, but the way it applies, it's actually thinned out quite a lot. Again, not the biggest fan of the color, but I'm hoping like with concealer and bronzer and everything, it's just gonna kind of mask the pinkiness of it. I actually really like it. It's not too matte, which I love because I hate a super matte foundation. I'm really impressed with that. I actually didn't think I was gonna love it, but I really quite like it. I put on the 17 Makeup Concealer and it actually blends out quite nice. It's added a little bit of lightness. I love that sponge. Honestly, it blends out everything so beautifully. I wish they had like little mini ones. I'm gonna actually look on Shein and see if I can order some, because I feel like for concealer, I like a little bit of a smaller sponge just to control where it goes. I'm opening this and I'm not even showing you what I'm using. Right, I'm using the e.l.f. HD powder. This is in the shade Soft Luminance. It's like this. It's got like just a little hint of color. It's a very fine powder. I've used this powder ages ago, loved it. I just repurchased it in a different color. I want to see if I still like it. There is like a light shimmer in this powder, which I'm excited to use because I've actually been really enjoying shimmer in my powders recently. I just feel like it gives you this really like soft glow. It's really nice. Let's set the face. Okay. Very matte, like that is super matte, and there is a little bit of a white cast. I feel like every powder on earth recently has been giving me white cast. This is setting the face quite nice. It's leaving like a silvery shimmer, I will say, but it's like barely detectable. You can only see if you come really close. Ain't nobody coming that close to me. It is actually setting the face really nicely. Okay, that has airbrushed my skin so nicely. Okay, I know exactly why I repurchased this. This is so nice. Like, smooth. I don't think there's a white cast. It's kind of sunk into the skin. It looks really good. Yes, yes to this powder. So I've got a new lip plumper. This is by W7 and it's called Hot Shot. So we're just gonna put it on and see what happens. It's got like a really cute like iridescence to it, if you can see. It's got a really long doe foot. Let's put this on. Let's see if it plumps the lips. It's not sticky at all. It feels more like a lip oil, which is great. I'm getting a little bit of a tingling sensation. I can see my lips getting a little bit red, so good signs. I actually love W7 makeup. I think it's incredible. I did a full face of their makeup on my channel recently. If you haven't checked it out, check it out, because the makeup is cheap and it's immense. Like the quality, oh my god, so good. Okay, so next I have a really quite an exciting product. I've had this for ages and I'm finally getting around to using it. This is the I Heart Revolution Beauty and the Beast palette, and it's like a face palette and an eyeshadow palette, and it looks like a book. Like, it's just so cute. So let me show you. This is the palette. It looks like a book. Like, you can put it on your bookshelf, like legit. And oh my god, let me show you inside. So we have like blushes, we have a bronzer, we have highlights, and then we have a whole array of different colors for eyeshadow. Obviously I'm wearing blue, so I'm gonna do something that kind of goes with what I'm wearing. I'm so excited. I'm excited to play with this. Okay, let's give you another view of this without all the plastic on it. How cute. So obviously I'm going into this bronzer here. It's called Maurice. Ooh, okay. That's a very cool tone, yet soft color. Oh, this is blending quite nice. No patchiness, which is great. The color is building up. Oh, no problems here. This is great. Guys, I am actually in love with this. This is incredible, just as a face palette so far, but I think the eyeshadows are gonna work too. The bronzer, so soft, not patchy, blends like a dream. I feel like I can just about get away with this color because it built up to this level. It's very cool. I don't think that if you're a deeper skin tone than me that you could use this bronzer particularly as a bronzer. You could probably use it as like a big eyeshadow or even mix it in with the blush to make like a custom blush shade. But if you are like lighter skin tone, I feel like that bronzer color is gonna be perfection on you. I feel like in winter, like deep into winter, like I'll need to lighten a few shades. I think that's when it will actually like really come out on my skin. The blush, beautiful, chef's kiss, just a beautiful formulation. Highlight blinding straight away. I barely dipped my brush in there. I forgot how good Revolution products are. Like, I Heart Revolution has smashed it with this palette. It's so good. Like, this has worked out better than some of the higher end makeup that I've been buying recently, which is ridiculous because I got this palette for less than £10. Like, I've got so many shades, so many blushes and highlights and stuff in here. It's so versatile, and for the formulation to just be foolproof, so this is a stellar product. This is actually really good. Right, now let's do eyeshadow. I'm literally spoiled for choice. Like, I don't even know what to do. Right, I'm gonna take the shade Library first and put it in the crease, and then I'm gonna go into gray stuff, this one down here, and kind of deepen up the crease. That is like a literal skin tone shade for me. Okay, what I will say about that grey shade is that it's got a little bit patchy. It doesn't sit on top of like the other shade quite nicely. Oh, I'm really sad about that because I was hoping that these eyeshadows would just be immense, but I feel like they do take a lot of blending to get the impact, the color impact, and this one has got a little bit patchy right here. So I'm not the biggest fan so far. All over the lid, I'm gonna take this shade, Cogsworth. It looks like a really nice, like, cool tone shimmer. I'm just blending that up into that grey. We're just having a very cool toned moment today with like bronzy greys. I actually quite like this. Then I'm gonna take Enchantress, this deep blue shimmer. I'm gonna try and do like a wing situation. That actually looks quite cool. There is a lot of fallout. Yeah, I'm taking the shade Belle. I'll show you the shade in a minute, and I'm just adding that in here. Just to give it more like a blue shift. Okay, I've done a little something here. We definitely need to clean this up. So under the eye, I'm gonna take again a mix of this dark blue and this light blue. I'm actually quite liking this weird wing situation that I've got going on right here. It's not the neatest thing, but I kind of like that it's not that neat. These shadows are a little bit problematic. They're not the easiest to use. Big contrast to like the bronzer, blush and highlight, because that was a dream to use. But they're not the worst either. I mean, they are definitely beginner friendly. Like, you can go in and clean up your mistakes and stuff. I've not had too much of an issue with that. But they're not the most pigmented things. I actually quite like this. It's a pretty cool look. To finish off this look, I'm going to take this stark white shade here called Magic Mirror. And put that in the inner corner and under the brow bone. I am quite happy with this eye look. I feel like it's funky, it's cool, it's fresh. Yes to this. All in all, I do actually think this is a nice little palette. These eyeshadows, not the best, but I really like this side. And to be fair, you can make these eyeshadows work if you really put some effort in, which I did. Overall, I actually do quite like this. Okay guys, so I have a mascara to use. It's the Extra 3D Lash by Rimmel, and it actually looks quite promising. Look at the brush, it's like plastic. Let's go in. This is mascara on one eye. It's definitely more of a lengthening mascara. I don't mind it, but I'm not in love with it. Oh no, they've started to get a little bit clumpy. No. I tried another Rimmel mascara recently, and I swear to God, me and Rimmel mascaras just... we're not meant to be. We are just not meant to be. Kind of really wanted to love this, but I don't. For me, these are like extremely average lashes. They're a little bit clumpy. They've not done the most for me. I thought it'd be really good for the lower lashes, but even with the lower lashes, they're not like really popping that much. Far better mascaras on the market for like cheaper or like the same price. I'm not that impressed with this. The lip plumper has kind of stopped plumping now. I don't know if it's done the most. It did like a little bit of a plumping thing, but it's not that great. It's not that great. I do have a full lip combo, so let's go through that. Like a super drugstore lip combo. So I've got the Exaggerate lip liner by Rimmel. This is in the shade Addiction, and this is the one I wore to my actual graduation. It is a beautiful color. Beautiful. Love it. Actually my favorite Rimmel lip liner, and one of my favorite lip liners, full stop. Then I've got this Sephora lipstick. Let me show you the shade. A really nice cool toned color, as you can see. This is in the shade, there's like no name for the shade. It says Sephora Rouge Matte and then 9354F, so that's what I'm assuming it is. And then I have a e.l.f. Dream On Gloss. and this is in the shade A Moment, and it's so glittery. I can't wait. And that, guys, is my finished look. I actually really like this. I feel like most of these products have really worked for me. Right, guys, so this is my finished look and I am obsessed with it, especially the eyeshadow. And for shadows that were a little bit tricky to like blend out and stuff, I just love the way it's come out. Let me just, this is like a cool toned dream, like an absolute dream. I love cool tones, like they are my absolute favorites. They get me excited, they make me creative. I love it. And I kind of love this like blue wing that I've got going on. I'm feeling it, I'm seriously feeling it. And then this very like cool nudie lip combo, just yes to everything. The foundation is actually really quite nice. It wears really well, full coverage. It is quite matte, but nothing overly matte. Like I hate a matte foundation, but I like this. I wish I got a better color. Like 310 is very pinky. I will be having to add like a lot of like warmth drops or yellow drops to it, but I think it wears beautifully. Powder, absolutely gorgeous. Just love that elf powder. If you're looking for a good powder with some soft luminance in there, this is a really good option. It's the elf HD powder. The Beauty and the Beast palette, I absolutely just, I freaking love it. I just love it. Like the whole concept of it, the aesthetic of it, just love it. The eyeshadow worked really nice. The contour, blush, highlight, just great. Mascara, not the biggest fan of. The plumping lip gloss, again, not the best. And then the lip combo is really cute. And if you're looking for a good like pinky nudie lip liner, the shade Addiction from Rimmel, so good. And that Sephora color is actually a really beautiful nude. Sephora is coming back to the UK. Yes. So maybe you can pick it up now. I'm not sure. I found it in TK Maxx. I don't think that's a surprise because that's all you hear on my channel. I bought it at TK Maxx. But yeah, I feel like I'm having a great makeup day. I'm gonna go run some errands, go out and do some stuff just because I like my makeup today. And yes, if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.